Hello, good morning, everyone. I'm Sonal Sangvi, and I'll be the educator for today's session. We are expecting a few more educators, a few more participants in today's session. So I will just wait for another maybe 1 or 2 minutes. I hope it's okay for you all. Yes, and we'll start the session. Yes. So before that, I would want to make a kind request to all of you to please keep your cameras on. Yes, so that the session becomes more engaging and lively, instead of just having those thumbnails over there. So a kind request, if your internet permits, if there's no issue of connectivity, would really appreciate if your cameras are on, right? I hope you all can relate that, it's more better when we can see each other. It's raining in Kolkata. Even it's raining here in Mumbai as well, ma'am. So yes, there may be some internet issues. I do agree with that. So as I said, only if there is no issues in your internet, yeah, whoever can, at least for initial 10 minutes, I would, you know, it would make a much difference if your cameras are on. Okay, Vinita ma'am, Rama, sir, Suji ma'am, thank you. Good to see you. I'm having network issues. Okay. No worries. Whoever is facing network issues, I think today the weather here, even in Mumbai, it's raining. It's actually just drizzling a bit, not heavily. So thankfully, my internet is good. Yes. And a very warm welcome to all of you. First of all, to take out a time on a Sunday morning is really which needs really motivation to join this class at this hour, right? Because obviously, after the 6 days of hecticness, you want to just relax and chill and, not attend anything for sure. But then to you have taken out time. So it really means a lot. And definitely trust me, this will be the best 1 hour spent during your day. Okay. That I can assure you all, because we are going to get lots of insights, about the purpose that we are here on, why coding for educators, to know about it, to know the importance. And of course, we are also going to get a hands-on knowledge about it, right? It's not just the theory that, okay, you can do this or you can do that, but also getting a practical knowledge of, okay, this is how it works. This is how you are going to create something. Yes. So that will be something I think which will be a in all win-win situation for us. That okay, we are knowing about it and we are also getting a practice. So then it will be perfect for you to take up the decision on picking up this course or not, right? So with that being said, I think we have people already joined, few of them. So anyways, we can just wait, let the people be joined. So not an issue. I can still start the session. And once again, a very warm welcome to whoever has joined just now. And I'm Sonal Sangvi, and I am a part of Educators, giving training to various teachers, empowering them with the knowledge of coding and upskilling themselves to be ready for this new modern digital world, right? That we call yes. And so we are just putting our first step towards understanding this new age world, right? I'm sure you all agree, right? This 2 years, especially during the pandemic, we all have experienced and understood the importance of technology, right? Before that, we were still, "Arey, chalo, theek hai, seekh lenge, kar lenge," we were just delaying it. But now, when it came that okay, now it is a need of the hour, right? We need to know because everything was online, right? So I'm sure you all know about it, that how important it is and how the things have changed, right? Or many things have changed, even in our education system, right? More of integrating technology, we have observed that it is giving a more holistic learning to the children, right? I'm sure you would agree with this because we already have implemented technology in our daily studies, right? So so first of all, I will just share my screen. Yes, and we will begin the session with. Um, so as you all know, this session is being organized by upEducators, who are also a Google Cloud partner and have empowered more than I think so basically specialized into giving training into Google certification and my Microsoft certification, right? I think some of you must have also done the courses with them. Yes, and I have done my master's, and I hold 15 years of experience in technology, and I really feel proud to say that I've empowered more than 10,000 till now among students and also educators, right? So I'm really looking forward to again have a very enriching session today. And so we'll start with a small activity. Okay, teachers, I just don't want to like just just move on certain slides and explain, but let's make it a little more interactive. So first of all, I'll be showing you one slide. I'm sure you all can recognize these logos. I don't need to say that, but my whole purpose of having this thing is to, to ask you that what is one thing that you feel is common among these apps that you are seeing on my screen, right? We have used extensively Zoom, Microsoft Word, WhatsApp, right? All these years, right? Or especially the last 2 years. So, what is one thing you have observed is very common in all these apps that you are using day in and day out, right? The moment we wake up, we are opening our WhatsApp, or we are using our mobile phones for various works. So we so many apps and so many softwares. So what do you think is common? Come on, let us keep it so you all can type it on the chat window. Yes, what do you all think? I want your views. It's okay if it's correct or not, it doesn't matter, right? But just to know and just to get an idea of what are your thoughts. Come on. Communication. Rama, sir, ma'am. Sorry if I'm not giving a proper digital way to work. Superb. Vivek, sir. All connect pay. All need internet connection. Are you trying to say that? Yes, so digital way to work, that's a good word. All connect people. Okay, programs. Yes. So Sapna ma'am is saying they all are programs. And what is when I see a program? Yes. Um, what is needed to build these programs? What do you need? Connecting people in groups at a time. Okay, so I think Zoom and WhatsApp will help you to do, but Microsoft Word is something which is not related to, what do you say, communication or connecting, right? Yes. So what I am saying, so I've taken multiple, it's combination of communication, video, and also normal word processor. I think I've made some goof up has happened in the WhatsApp and Microsoft Word. Just excuse me for that. So yes, so the correct answer I would say is that coding or programming is the one thing which has made this possible. All these things that we are seeing, we are experiencing, which has made our life so far easier, is because somebody has developed these application with the knowledge of coding. Right, teachers? I hope everybody agrees with that. So when I say that, okay, these all are developed by coding, what do you think is coding, right? We have been you also listening to these words. I think as soon as we open social media, the first thing that pops up is, okay, coding, you should teach your children or you should learn coding, right? है ना? पहली चीज यही आ रही है कि coding क्यों we should make our children or we should learn coding. So what do you all think? आपका क्या ideas है? What do you all think is programming, or when I say coding, what comes in your mind? Again, on the chat window, I would want your responses. Anyone who would say that, okay, would want to share their ideas, set of rules. Superb. Abhilasha ma'am is saying set of rules. Okay, you can say we could use another term instead of rules. Animation. Supriya ma'am is saying animation. So when I say coding, it means, so when I see an animation, it comes to my mind that, okay, this may be something somebody has developed this with the coding, right? So set of instructions. Yes, Veda ma'am, you're right. Language to communicate with machine, perfect. Yes. So this is the modern age language, we can say, right? So language is the mode of communication all this while, right? Which we are passing on from generation to generation. But with the advent of artificial intelligence and robotics, right, coding is the new language of communication. So with these machines, right, we are seeing this Alexa, you see these robots, right? And I think we just can't, we don't imagine what has happened, where the technology has taken to. Even, they are performing surgeries, right? There's so many things, right? There are driverless car, right? So we cannot just think of what can happen more. So of course, what I mean to say is these machines that you all are seeing, okay, these modern age machines, how do they, what do they understand? How are they built? With this coding, right? And the language that they understand is also coding, right? All these technology, all these devices, the smart machines that you all are seeing is all a result of coding, okay? And they understand this language in order, if you want to, communicate with these machines, or if you want, you can master them better if you have this skill, right, teacher? So that's what the whole thing is. So coding or programming is nothing but giving a set of instructions to your machines to make them behave the way you want, right? You want it to behave the way you want, like whatever you want it to make. Let's say you want Alexa to play song for you, right? So again, it will understand, it has been programmed in a way that it can take up your instruction, it can follow, and it can do the work for you. Correct? So that is the language which a modern age machine understand. Okay. So basically, it is telling the computer or the machine or the gadget to instruct what has to be done. So now, why should one learn coding, right? That's a very important question. Um, so I really would like to go with this phrase given by Steve Jobs, none other than the legend of innovation, that everyone should learn how to code because it teaches you how to think, right? So are you saying that I don't know how to think? Yes? No, that's not the question. But as I said, in this modern world, in this rapid changing world, change, things are changing drastically. Okay. So to prepare yourself for this rapid changing world, this innovative world, okay, you need to widen your thought process, and your creativity. Because as I said, if you observe, everything is Zomato. If you say, for example, we never imagined something like this just with a clicker. By just clicking one button, you can order from anywhere, right? We have VFast, we have Paytm, all this. So is basically, or how it is possible, because somebody thought about this, that okay, can it be possible? Can we do this? Can we solve this problem? Right? Whenever you're, so for example, if you say Uber, right? How did Uber come? How was Uber developed? Because somebody saw it as a problem, that okay, this is the problem that we are facing, right? They're not able to get a, the cab. They will say no, they will demand extra money, or so this problem was solved by thinking about a solution. Of course, they have taken the help of this knowledge of coding, but yes, this helps you to how, it teaches you how to think, and that's the reason why this coding is gaining importance. It's not that everybody has to become a software. So you can say 2 decades back also, we had coding, right? We had programming languages, we had computers, but it wasn't given that much importance, because now gradually throughout the years, the importance of this is understood, that how it changes the mind, how it prepares the children, to come out with their ideas, to come out with their solutions, right? New age solutions. Okay. So that's a reason why we feel that it is important for everyone to learn, because it helps you to observe your world, your surroundings, and come up with innovative solutions to the problem. Right, teachers? So that's the main thing. Now, another reason for, as I was saying, that why recently the importance has increased, because again, with the innovations in technology, with the advent of more and more machines, right, apps, this has become very important, that okay, how these apps are working, how about creating my own app, or how does these apps work, right? So then we realized that yes, we need to know the, this whole thing that about coding, so that we know this, we can interact with these machines more better, right? So coding is the language of interaction with all the new age machines, and that's why it's gaining importance day by day. Now, the next important question is how, as an educator, or why, as an educator, I should learn coding, right? I'm very happy with the subject that I'm teaching right now. And, this is something very new, which I don't know at all. I'm very new to it. I don't know the ABCs of it. So, but then why is it important? So, as I said, it's gaining importance, right? Children all over the world are learning, right? And so when you see your children being outsmarting you, they are already so good with the gadget. Of course, we cannot blame them because they are born with the technology, right? So, वो तो होना ही है, right? As soon as you toddler 6 months, like a year old kid also will know how to use this because they are born with that. But for us as a teacher, right? We are not aware about this. So it's very, so what has happened, there's a gap that has been there, right? So to bridge this gap also, it's very important for us to also be aware about this technology, about this new thing, so that we can interact with the students more better, right? जब आपको भी when you also have this, you can have this knowledge about coding, you can interact with your students more better, है ना? उनके साथ आप उनकी लैंग्वेज में बात कर रहे हो, तो उनको समझ में आता है, जो उनको इंटरेस्ट करता है, right? So that's where again, this knowledge of coding, right? Even though you're not you're not becoming software engineer, but having the fundamental knowledge will make a lot of difference in your communication with your students, and and bridging that gap between the students and you, right? Second thing what I feel is the cross curriculum integration as per the national education policy. So we know after 34 years, the Ministry of Education has introduced national education policy to break the the traditional ways of learning, because again this is not going to help or prepare the children for the future world, which is like completely of technology, right? So it's very important to teach the children in a way where more of applied learning, more of experiential learning, right? Already we know that STEM education and all this helps. So if I want to, so it's like if I want to teach children how does the heart work, or what are the parts of the how does it function internally. So instead of just drawing, what we used to do on the blackboard, just draw the picture and label them. Okay, this is arteries, this is veins, this is other ones, and whatever. Right? Instead, but if I'm using a technology over there, I'm showing them, with a video, or we have latest ways of doing it, and show them how does it actually look inside, how does it pump, how does the blood is pumping in that, how does the veins, or how are the different parts. Just an example, right? So it will make such a huge difference, right? Let's say if I want to teach about Taj Mahal, if I can show them like a virtual tour, like how it is actually inside, children will learn far more better. And that's what we need. Right now, we the children will be able to learn more better, right? With this applied learning and with this integration of technology, right? So earlier we were teaching each and every subject in isolation, right? जब मैं science सिखा रही, I'm only teaching science. I'm not bothered about other subjects. But with the help of this, technology, we are able to explore, integrate different curriculums. So while I'm teaching science, I'm also maybe, teaching them certain concepts of social studies, or the same theme is being followed to teach different subjects, right? So that is where again this thing is playing important role, the technology, right? As I said, STEM education, I just, I was saying that how it is gaining importance because of the actual applied learning, right? You can, so previously it was theoretical knowledge, but abhi kaisa, now how is it that we are actually applying it? कि जब मैं apply करूँ, then I understand, okay, this is how it really works. This is how it is actually working, right? So that's the whole thing. Now, this all, this, so basically, as I said, that we are, with the changing world, it's very important to develop the 21st century skills, that is critical thinking, problem solving skills, right? If you see, if the jobs are also demanding these, right? Pehle it was not that, but right now, only having the degree is not enough. You need to have certain skills. These are called as 21st century skills, which again develops when you are learning coding, when the children learn coding, right? So they understand the importance of problem solving, how to, perseverance, right? Giving, trying until you don't get your solution. Teamwork builds the self-confidence. So these are again the advantages of coding, computational thinking. It builds the important skills in the children, right? So now, as I said, so okay, of course, it will apply for everyone, right? That when we are learning coding, we're actually developing these skills in in ourselves and in our children, right? So when you learn coding, what are the opportunities that are going to open up is you can teach your students in your school, right? You already have students whom you're teaching a certain subject, and it may be possible that you can explore, you can take up a coding also to teach your students, right? It will give you an added income, of course, right? You can take up your classes, right? You can open up your classes, right? Definitely, as I said, there's going to be a huge demand automatically, because after the NEP has made it compulsory coding, and from the 6th grade it is going to be in great demand. So you can pick up your classes, right? You can teach your own kids. You must be aware that there are companies who are charging a bomb for teaching coding to your children. Now you don't need to spend that big amount. You can in fact teach your children yourself, or you can guide them more better if they are learning in school or anywhere. right? So it will give an added advantage to you if you also know that, right? You can help your children, right? Coding teacher as a coding companies, right? So if anybody is looking for a career change, or if you want to, do an additional, part-time job or something, or so, these are again another possibility that you will get when you upskill yourself with this latest, in demand skill. So here again you can apply different coding companies. So definitely this program is going to take care of all of that, right? It will lay the fundamentals, it will make your fundamentals so strong that you will get a complete picture of how we can create our own applications, right? So now we are clear. Okay, this is what is coding. This is how it's going to be helpful, and these are the different things that I can do. Let's come to the part where I want to know how actually coding looks like, or how can I do the coding, or how does it actually work, right? Now, teachers, we have right now, as there's so much of innovations happened in various gadgets and devices, right, in machines. Again, in coding also there has been a lot of development, right? Earlier we had text-based coding, like we had C, C++, Java. So of course that was making like something very difficult for a layman, or for a new person, or if someone is already good at some subject, to learn that particular, to take up that as a career. But now with the advent of block-based coding, right, people realize that okay, we need to teach this coding, logic building has to happen, and that's why we have this block-based coding programming tools, right? Applications which makes your concept very easier about programming, which helps you to develop projects and apps in a more easier way, right? More easier way. Earlier we also were doing, but that was very boring. It was very difficult, I would say. But now it's become very easy. That's again why this coding is gaining importance, because easy हो गया है ना. पहले कैसा था, बहुत difficult होता, तो इतना they were not promoting, or it wasn't like a common thing, right? But now it's become easy. So we feel that even a KG child can learn coding, right? Because it's become easy with the help of these block-based programs, right? Let me show you an example of how it actually. Somebody is unmuted. Could you just, I don't know who is it. Yeah, okay, Sudha ma'am, just mute yourself, please, because there's some disturbance that is coming. Yeah. Okay, so we will, I will, like, any questions will be most welcome at the end, at the end, last 10 minutes, we will be having a Q&A session. At that time, you can ask me. Okay, so as you can see over here, the difference between a text-based coding and a block-based coding, right? Here you need to know each and every syntax, the grammar, right? If I miss out even a semicolon, it will really affect, right? It will not work. So that's again where you feel okay, no, this is very difficult or something. But rather in this block-based coding, it's all the blocks are ready. You just need to apply your brain on what logic you should apply to get your outcome, right? Or what you want to create. You already have things, you just need to know how to use them. You don't have to bother about the syntax or grammar or anything. So this has again opened up more opportunities to learn this amazing skill, right? So I would just give you a small example. I'll take you this in a quick way. So for example, if I want to say that, okay, I have a ball on my, a ball sprite or a ball object, and I want it to spin, so how can I do that, right? How can I do through coding? So again, I will tell my computer that the computer is following instructions. So you have to guide him, right? So I said, okay, you know what? If I want this animation to happen, I need to first point the ball straight, then turn the ball to a certain degree, repeat the steps until you come back to the same position, right? So it's very easy, teachers. Like, if you want to do coding also, you just need to, use, think in a realistic way, like a normal, simple English. कि अच्छा उसका क्या logic है, right? Agar if I'm saying, if I want to say a number is even or odd, just an example, okay? Okay, it should be divisible by 2. So ये logic आपको समझ में आ गया. How to apply this will be taken care about these blocks, right? Right? So the algorithm will be in a simple language that you all understand, and using this coding knowledge, we are going to build our applications, right? So that's how it works in block-based coding, right? So you just need to focus on the logic part of it, and that's what is important, right? Logic, reasoning, critical thinking. As I said, that's what is going to be built when you learn coding, right? So now that we know that, okay, we can also do coding because of the invention of block-based coding. So we are going to learn certain applications, certain tools through which you can create your stories, you can create animated cards, you can create games, right? You can create quizzes, right? As I said, children are really fascinated by all these things, right? So when you use this tool to teach your subject, right? For example, one of our teacher, so she had explained the land forms, okay, like airways, roadways, the transport system in a very beautiful way by creating a story with animations and all that, right? She used the knowledge that she learned during the class and she built this story, okay, animated story which was teaching a concept. So the way the children could understand, the way they were happy to learn, right? So it was amazing. So that's all the possibilities, right? As I'm saying that, okay, why we should learn coding, because it will help you to create these kind of applications, not only limited to animations and stories teachers, but also you will be learning how to create mobile apps, right? So as we said, we have in this world where we are, everything is connected with an app, right? For anything we have different apps. Okay, there are millions of apps that are being built. So again, a question that how can we also create our own app? Children are very inquisitive to know that. So here, by using this knowledge, you are going to learn how to create your own mobile apps. You can teach your children how to create their own mobile apps with their ideas and creativity. Trust me, even here also, children come up with such amazing ideas. I have seen the students coming up with solutions or ideas which I never imagined. Okay, yeah, this is also possible. So again, it opens up all those opportunities for even in the children, right? So as a teacher, when you gain this knowledge of you, when you know how to do it will be so amazing to teach your children. And this will again help you to teach coding to create their own apps, right? So now, since now that we've understood all the importance and all that, let's see how actually you can do coding, right? So I've been telling you about block based coding and the different projects that you can build. Right now we are going to see one example in today's class. As I said, it's going to be a combination of both the theoretical and the practical, that okay, how you can actually build your applications or stories and all that stuff. So before that, I will just, so today what I have planned is that, okay, we'll see how to create a mobile app. And most of them are aware about creating short stories, for example, I'll just still show you certain more things that you can develop using this block-based coding. For example, I'll just show you this application which you can develop using Scratch, okay, which is again one of the tools that we're going to learn. One second, I'll just share it with the sound. I'm not sure if I've shared with the sound. Yes, okay, I think I'll start it again.
Hello, I am Chatty the chatbot. What's your name? Okay, Sonal, how are you doing? I am glad to hear that. Sonal, do you want to listen a song?
Yes, so you can see how I made a really happy application, right? Like you trained the robot to behave in a certain way and it's working that way, right? So it's such an amazing thing that we can develop these kind of things with the knowledge of coding, right? Let's say I want to create some games, right? So you can see that you can also learn how to create their games. So children again would love these kind of things, right? So all these things we can create. Okay, let's say I'm just giving a quickly, showing you all quickly.
Hello, Mr. Wizard. I have been
As an
cursed to become
example,
a
I
frog.
created a
Can you please
story.
make me prince again?
Yeah, of
Don't worry,
frog and
Mr.
the queen.
Frog. I'll use my magic powers
So
and
we
turn
can
you
have
into...
these kind of things, right? So there are so many things we can develop, and these are so you can create some assignments. So one of the teachers, she created this assignment to spot the different, to know the to build the observation skills from the children, timing it up so that they know, okay, I have to work finish this in a certain time. So build those skills. She created this assignment, and it was working wonderful, right? Children are really finding it more interesting than the traditional way of learning, right? So again, this all is possible when you learn coding and when you can develop by yourself, right? So these are the things, teachers, and you can create some mazes, some quizzes, lot many things. Okay, we can see that in when we are doing the sessions as well. And now, as I said, apart from stories and games, we will also learn how to create our own mobile apps, right? That's what I have planned to do in today's session. We are going to learn to create our own mobile app. Okay, teachers. For that, we are going to use another application called as App Inventor. Now, in this section, I want all of you, okay, to do it along with me. I would prefer that way, but if it's feasible, if it's possible for you all, if not, you can observe. Not no, there's no issue about it. Now, but yes, as I said, if you do it, you will get to know how to do it, right? आपको actually पता चलेगा कि आप कैसे कर सकते हो. तो जो भी आपको convenient हो, you all can use that. Now, while doing the session, okay, there are two ways. One is that if you're using the Zoom session, you can keep both the screens side by side, so you can see what I'm doing and you can do it on your computer. If you're using from the mobile, that's more better because you can see the thing in your mobile, what I'm showing you, and you can do it on your computers. So whichever way is convenient, you all can follow that. Okay, so now we are heading on to the section where you are going to actually see how to build our apps, right? I'm sure this will be very, very exciting. And let's begin. So for that, teachers, we want to open an application called as appinventor.mit.edu. Okay, this is the software that we are going to learn. I'll just type it on the chat window. Also, so in case if you all want, you can just note down this website name that I've typed on the chat window. You can open that. You need to open that. So as the homepage says that anyone can create iPhone and Android apps with global impact, right? This is a wonderful site where we are going to learn how to create our own apps. As you can see, there are all-time users, 14.9 million users all across the world who are using this amazing application through which you can create, children can create, and you can create wonderful apps. There are 67.8 apps built, million apps that are built. Okay, so basically it's a very fun way of learning. So that's the whole thing. Please share the recordings. Which recordings? This class recording will be shared with you, don't worry. Now, okay, all of you are in this website, I suppose. And then I want you all to click on Get Started, right? Because we are going to create our first app. For that, you need to click on Get Started with MIT App Inventor. Here it is just giving you certain different ways of doing it, but we don't want to do that. So teachers, you just need to click on Create Apps, okay? Just say Create Apps, right? So this is where I am going to start to create my app. I'm going to log into my account. You can log into any of your account. Let's say I am opening, you can sign into your Gmail account, right? You don't need to create specifically any specific app, but you can just use it. Now I'm going to show you what app we are going to create, and then I'm going to teach you how to do it, right? So we are going to actually build that app. Okay, now it's a very simple and a very interesting. Of course, this is our first app, so you don't want to make it complicated. But yes, it's a very interesting app, I would say. And this is this app. I'm just going to share my screen in a while. Just a minute. Let me just give me 1 minute. Okay, and I'm going to go with this. Okay, so I'm making it very simple app, okay, because it's your first app. So don't worry, but we are going to learn lot many things while creating the simple app also, right? So the app that we are going to create is called as Talk to Me, right? Where I am going to learn how to create an app that can talk to me, that can say whatever I'm saying, right? Like you had those, what is it, talking Tom, right? Where you could say anything and it will repeat itself, right? I'm sure you all remember that app that we used to have. We used to see that. So kind of talking Tom, so we can create something like that. Of course, we can add some gifs over here where you can have the talking Tom having, that the animation of the talking Tom saying, okay, what do you want to say? And then you talk about it, you talk with your voice and it will repeat that thing. Okay. So that is a little advanced version of this app. But right now, what I have done is I've said, okay, enter a message where I have a text box where I can type whatever I want my app to talk. I'm going to click on this button that is Talk to Me. I'm also going to have a button called as Clear where it clears this message, right? So this is the app, and of course we will see this app running on our phone, right? We can actually see the outcome on our phone, right? You can see the design is looking. We can see the design of the. We can, how it will look on my phone, and also we will be connecting this and seeing the actual outcome in our phone, right? So I'm sure all of you have logged in. Now, as soon as you log in, right, you must be getting a pop-up or window where it says welcome, and it is giving you some option of blank project. So I want all of you to click on blank project, right? Yes, I'm going to wait for you, Mabilasha ma'am. So As I said, you will be taken to a screen which will be different from mine, because obviously you all are creating for the first time. I already have many projects in one of my IT which I've opened over here. So it will be different to what you all can see, but it's very so after you sign in, basically it takes you to a pop-up where it says welcome to Mit App Inventor. There's a tick checkbox that you need to tick, and you have to say start or continue. And after that, it will be taking you to another window where it says start a blank project. Right? If anybody of you want to share your screen and show me, I can guide you there as well. So let me know once you have created a blank project, you need to give a name to your project. Okay, so I'm showing you what you need to do. As soon as you click on start new project, a screen will come like this, teachers. Over here, create new app inventor project. You need to give a name to your project. Let's say I'm saying talking Tom. Now, while giving a name, you need to follow certain rules, right, teachers? You cannot give a space, right? It does not allow you to give a space. You can give only one special character, that is underscore. Okay, we are going to learn this in more detail when we are actually doing the course. So today, obviously, I'm just giving an overview of how actually you can create your apps. So more details. Just understand that we can give a name over here, more rules and everything. I will explain you later on, right? So right now, I want you all to give a name that is talking Tom. Okay, and I'm just going to say okay, and we will be taken to another interface, a screen like this, which is also called as the IDE. Okay, the interface through which you can create your app. Okay, teachers, I'm going to wait for a minute right now, and let me know on the chat window if you all can see the screen, and if you have any problems, do let me know. But this is the screen that you all should be able to see today, right now. Got it. Very nice. Sri Devi ma'am. Others, I'm sure it's not very difficult. You just need to log in. You just need to say okay in both the pop-up windows, and then you are taken to a new project. Very good. Abhilasha ma'am is also there. Okay, that's good. Glad to see that you're pretty fast, quick, and understanding. That's really great. And now we are in the screen. Okay, let me explain you what is what in the screen, right? We'll understand this interface more better. Okay, so here there are four sections, right? Broadly, there are four sections. The center one, we can see this is a viewer. This is actually the place where we are going to design our app, okay? Where we are going to place the components that we need, right? I'm sure everybody knows when I say an app that you're using so many apps on your phone, right? Let's say WhatsApp, you have those buttons, you type, and if after I type the message, I click on that, that send button or something. So basically, those are all components, okay, teachers? Like a text box or a button. If you would see this app, this website also, we have a button called as screen one. We have a button called as add screen, isn't it? So these all are called as components in programming languages. Okay. Now, so this is the place where we are going to design our app. We can see the mobile screen over here. We can choose to select a tablet. We can choose to select a monitor, right? So we have different views of of this device. Okay. Um, right now, don't bother much. Okay. Right now, we are thinking that we are creating a phone app, and an app for a phone, and that's why we are selecting this view. Okay. And on the left hand side, we have a section called as palette, right? A window called as palette, where we can see certain components over here, right? You can see certain user interface components, layout. Don't worry, they are different categories there are different components belonging to different categories. And depending on what you all are creating, you can use this components to design your app, right? As I said, I need a component called as a text box where I'm going to give a message, where I'm going to type my message. So we can simply select this text box, okay, teachers, and we can simply click on it, drag it with my mouse, and drop it on my mobile screen. So that's how you place a component on your phone. Okay, that's how you design your app. It's very simple. You just select the component, Let's say I want a button over here now. I'm going to click this button. I'm going to select this. I'm going to click it, drag and drop it on my screen, right? So this is how you drag and drop the components and you design the app. So the purpose of palette is to provide you all the different components. Then on this right hand side, you can see a category called as a window called as components, right? Where you can see the like different components that you've added, like I have a text box and a button. And then we have a properties window, teachers. Okay, so this properties window is to define the attributes, the appearance of my components, right? Let's say I have a button, right? I have a button, I placed a button over here, and I want the text to be changed to talk to me, right? So I am going to select this button and we are going to go to the properties window, and we have a property called as a text property over here. Teachers, you can see over here. I'm going to select this button one. I am going to select this text property. I'm going to delete this and say talk to me and press enter, right? And you all can see that you have this text appearing on this button. Isn't that amazing, right? So just you're actually able to say that, okay, this is how my text should be there on my button. And we have certain more properties, like I just want to make the font bold. I want to increase the font size. See, certain things are just, there and you just need to know how to use them, right? You don't need to actually code or, write some text program or something like that. You just need to select them. So that's how, again, it becomes easier to code these kind of mobile apps, right? So now I have added a button. I've added the text. I've changed the text property to talk to me. I've set the font bold and I've set the font size to be 16. Right, teachers? I hope everybody's got this. Yes, simple. I have a text box where I'm going to type the message. Let's say, good morning, everyone. I click on this button that is talk to me and it says, good morning, everyone. Yes, perfect. Now let's see the coding part. Now, in order to make your app speak something, we need an additional component which I'm going to add in my app, and that is where it is placed in the media. Okay, teachers, so you have to go to this media category and pick up this component that is text to speech. Okay, I am going to drag and drop it inside the app, and you will observe that that component has been added below the app. It is not, you cannot see that component on your screen, isn't it? You can just see it. It's there below, right over here. It's a non-visible component, teachers. As you can see, these are visible components, and there are some components which are not required to be seen on the phone, but rather you need to have them to use their functionality. Okay, so here I've added this text to speech. You can see in the component explorer, I have a component called as text to speech, which is a non-visible component. Simple. You just need to know that. Okay, clear everybody? I hope everybody's added till here. I'm just going to wait for a minute.
Repeat this one, text to speech converter. Could you please repeat it?
Yes, sure. So on the in the palette section, ma'am, in the first window, you can go to this section that is a media, and in this media, so you're right now you're able to see this, right, ma'am? You just need to scroll a little bit, and you would see this media category. You need to click on that, and in that you will be able to see this text to speech. You need to simply drag and drop it inside the mobile, and just leave it. It will be added. Okay, that's how we add a text to speech. And I don't need to, I'm just going to select that and I'm just going to delete it. Okay, I just need one of it. Am I clear? Yes, now let's head on to the most interesting part of the session, that is the coding, right? And now I'm going to, for coding, right, teachers, we have to go to another view, that is the blocks view. So as you can see on the right hand side, we have two buttons. One is the designer view and one is the blocks view. So this is my design view where I've designed my app. And the second thing is the blocks button where I'm going to click on it to take me to the blocks view, right? This is blocks. As I said, we are going to use the block-based coding, right? So we are going to write the code over here using certain blocks which are there on my left-hand screen. You can see this The window is called as also called as the blocks. And this is my viewer where I can actually view my code. Correct? Yes, I hope everybody is in this section. Now listen carefully. This is very important now. So when I have to code my app, right? App designing is very easy. Chalo, you just put the components, not a big thing, right? But the most important thing is making it work how you want it to, right? And for that, you need to write a code. But for that, okay, you need to understand when a certain thing has to happen. For example, though I have two buttons, only if I click on the blocks button is when I'm going to open the screen, right? I'm going to see the screen. If I click on designer, I'm going to see this. So the program has been coded in a way that when I click on this block, this thing has to appear, right? Teacher, the same thing you'll have to do. But okay, I have this button one, and we are going to pick up an event. Okay, all these block-based programming, most of the programming are all event-based, action-based, right? If you have an app, right, let's say Zomato or your Amazon, you just select the product, then you say add to cart. When you click on add to cart is when it gets added to your cart, right? So it's important to tell the program that, you know what, when I click on this button, the button one click, I want to do something, and that's how I'm going to pick up this block. I'll repeat, you click on the button one because that is where the action has to happen. I'm going to select that, you know, which event I want to do when I click on this button. So we are going to drag and drop this button over here. Okay, and we are going to, of course, I have two. If I don't want, I can just drag and drop it inside this trash button. I just need one event, that is when button one click. Correct, teachers? Simple. I've told that, okay, you know what? I want to do something when I click on this button. So I picked up this event. Now, what has to be done? Right? I want my app to speak, right? Whatever I have given in my text box, that is text box one. So I'm going to go to this text to speech component. I'm going to pick up this block that is called text to speech dot speak message. I'm going to put this inside this do, right? Yes, inside this do block, and I'm going to just place it over here. See, the block-based coding, the best part is just like a jigsaw puzzle. You just need to connect them properly. You don't have to type anything. You don't have to remember any syntax, right? That's why I told you that block-based coding is far more easier for the beginners, right? Once we understand the thing, the basic fundamentals, we can head on to text-based coding, right, teachers? So are you clear till here? And now, as you can see, the best part also is that it's in a very simple English. You all can understand it. It's not very complicated terms or something. You can say that, okay, call text to speech one dot speak is a functionality, is a method, and it is going to take one argument, that is a message. Of course, if I say that, you know what, you have to speak something, I have to give the message, right? What has to be spoken. Right, teachers? For that, we are going to say my message is in my text box one. So I have to tell my computer that, you know what, this message is there in the text box. So I'm going to click on this text box one, and I'm going to pick up the property that is the text box one dot text, right? So my message will be text box one dot text. Initially, you might find it little tricky or little, say that, click on where should I go or how should I select. But trust me, eventually over the sessions, it becomes very easy. You understand that, okay, I want to set the text box. I'll click on this. I want to pick up a property, which I just explained you, the text property of the button. Similarly, we have a text property for my text box. I'm going to pick up this block. I'm going to drag it and attach it. Just like a jigsaw puzzle, I'm just going to join it over here. And that's it. We are done with this code. Right, teachers? Isn't that awesome? Just writing 1-2 lines of code, we are able to make a simple app, right? And now we have told our program, if you observe the logic, right? I have told that when I click on this button, I want my app to speak the message that is there in my text box. Clear? Text box one enable? No, teachers, we need to select the text box one dot text. Can you all see this? Enables is in the starting, right? Just scroll a bit, okay, and you will be finding this text property also. Okay, So you need to select this. Don't go for the set. I'll tell you later on what is the difference between set and get. Right now, we are going to use this get property, the light green color. You're going to pick up this drag and drop it. And you're having the text property. You need just to join it as I joined over here. Is that clear? Let me know on the chat window quickly with a thumbs up or saying done. Are we done till here? Okay, can see some messages. Yes, superb. Okay, teachers, now we shall see that, okay, I have written my code, I've designed it, I've coded it. I want to see the outcome on my phone. How do I do that? Right? So for that, we need to go on the top. There is a menu bar where we have the second menu option, that is a connect. Right, teachers? But before that, I want all of you to connect to download an app called as MIT AI Companion. So if you all are using your Android or your iPhone, just quickly go to the Play Store. Okay, teachers. So now I'm just going to show the procedure, right? We have a constraint of time. So it is, I'm not very sure if you know, it depends on your internet connectivity, how much time it is going to take to download this app, but it shouldn't take much time. So what I'm going to do is, I'm sure all of you have a phone along with you, right? I want all of you, whichever phones you are using, go to the respective Play Store or the Android, like your App Store. Okay, I'm going to open my Play Store and I'm going to type on the search. I'm going to say AI2 companion. Okay, I'm just typing in the chat window also what I have to type on the AI2 companion. Okay, teachers, you just need to type this in the search window. You will be able to see an app called as MIT AI2 companion. Now, why are we downloading this app? Is because right now we are just going to see a temporary way of connecting your project to your this third party app. We will see the outcome once it looks good, once it's tried and tested. We will later on create the APK file or the setup file, and we will see how to install that permanently on your phone, right? That's a later stage, right? But obviously you need to first of all test your app and see if everything is working fine. And for that reason, we have this AI companion, which is temporarily helping us to connect our project to our phone, right, teachers? I hope everybody's downloaded it, installed it, right? It's a very small app. It will not take much time. After that, just let me know on the chat window. I'm just going to wait for a minute. Let me know once you'll have installed this app. You can see it's like a, the orange and like a honeycomb will be displayed. This is the logo or the icon of that app I'm saying. And you just need to click on that, install that, and post that. You will be able to see a screen where it will show you connect with code and scan QR code. Correct? I hope you are able to see that. If your phones are not there along with you, don't worry. It's fine, right? This is just an introduction class. So, if you're not able to do it, it's perfectly fine. We are going to see you in the next sessions, right? In our course. Okay. So, is there anyone who has installed it? Can you quickly let me know in the chat window so that I can go ahead? Okay, after you install this app, as you can see, there are two options, right? One is connect with code and second is scan QR code. Perfect, Sridevi ma'am. And I'm going to go to my project in MIT. I'm going to select this option that is connect, and I'm going to select the first option that is AI companion. Okay, teachers, so here what is happening is you are connecting your project to the AI companion. You can see the scan QR code. I am going on my phone. I have got this option of scan QR code in this AI companion app. I'm going to click that option. I'm going to place my phone in front of this QR code. It is going to be scanned. I'm sure you all are aware about scanning QR codes right now. We are using this for most of these payment apps, and right, even when we are looking for products and all that, also we can scan them. Yes, so I'm sure we all are aware about it, scanning. And I have scanned it and I can see that outcome over here. Okay, I'll just show you how it will look like. I'm just going to remove the blur. I hope you all can see it. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it because of the lighting. Yeah, so but anyways, you can see that there'll be two things, right? Teachers, a text box and a button below it saying talk to me. And I'm going to type the message over here. I'm going to type on the text box, good morning, everyone. Okay, I can just make you hear. Good morning, everyone. I'm going to click on this button that is talk to me. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Yes, I can see that, right? I am able to see this app outcome on this phone. Okay, yes, isn't that cool? That we have already made one simple app like a talking Tom, right? Of course, we are going to enhance this. This is, as I said, it's just an introduction. But yes, not many things, not able to connect Swapna ma'am. What is happening? We can't see the outcome on the same screen, rather going to another screen. So ma'am, outcome will be on your phone, right? I'm just explaining you the process again. What you all are going to do is on your phone, you're going to download this app that is AI Companion. Okay. After this, after you download this, when you open this app on your phone, you are going to get two options. One is connect with code and scan QR code, right? After that, after you get that option, you have to go to your project, click on this option that is connect, okay, and click on the first option that is AI Companion. And after that, I am going to see this barcode, the scan QR code. I am on my phone. See, teachers, what I need to do, I need to place my phone in front of the project, the QR code, and then click on scan QR code, and it will be scanned. Are you getting me? This is the process. This is the step that you need to do. I hope it's clear to all of you. Yes. And post that, your app will be connected. Simple. Okay. I can see it's happening. It's connecting, right? It will show you this process, this build up, and then I can see the outcome.
I'm not able to get the AI companions disabled. It's showing refresh companion screen. But even if I refresh, I'm not getting.
Can you share your screen just quickly? If you could share your screen, is it possible? Morning. So, ma'am, is it possible to share your screen? Are you on the laptop?
I'm laptop, but attending the class in mobile.
Oh, okay. You can just actually show me, but I guess you have connected your AI companion with your project, ma'am. Was it connecting? That connection happened, right?
Yes, it said connected, yeah, but that's what AI companion. If I click also, it's showing refresh companion screen. But
You
when
just
I
click on
refresh,
reset. Just click on reset. So when refresh means it's already connected actually. आपको आपके उस ऐप में जाके देखना होगा. जब refresh आता है, see you can see. Once I connect, this gets disabled. So you just say reset connection now, and then you will see this enabled. Do it quickly.
yes, okay.
Coming.
Yes,
Perfect.
yes. Okay.
Awesome. Okay, teachers. So now I think you all can see the outcome, right? And so now we actually got an understanding of how it works, right? So now let's go back to our app. I want to show you a few more things, right? About this program, right? I'm sure you all are interested now to know more details about this program. Yes, I hope everybody's done. And in case if it's not happening or something, don't worry. We are going to cover them in the next session. So now about this program and about upEducators, right? It's one of the leading platform where you can upskill, which is mainly for the educators to upskill themselves with the latest technology tools, right? And here we come up with this amazing course on coding for educators. It's a 5 weeks instructor-led training program, right? Weekly thrice. It will be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And it will be there for total 15 sessions of 1.5 hours each, right? So each session is of 1.5 hours, and there'll be total 15 sessions of that. There'll be 10 plus assignments. So it's not going to be only theory. Computer needs, coding especially needs you all to practice and have the practical knowledge. So there'll be assignments given to you after every class. You'll have to work on that. There'll be graded assignments and there'll be practice assignments. Then it will also unlock 4 advanced workshops. If you want to teach coding, there'll be 4 advanced workshops where we will cover a little more advanced in each of the tools. There'll be a workshop on interview preparation for coding jobs. Instruction material will be given to you all to refer in future after every class. All the important topics we will be providing you the material, and there'll be practice assignments given to you. We are going to use the platforms that is code.org, Scratch and MIT App Inventor, we are going to learn web designing, we are going to learn mobile app development and your story creation, animations and all that, right? And these are the platforms. Just a quick knowledge that about the upEducators, it's having 4.9 rating, right? So, so it's like basically the main, it is mainly outcome oriented, just not, just the theory or the content part, but you will be gaining both the practical knowledge. And I would just like to quickly play a video, right? I'm sure we all have certain more doubts or, that actually how is it impacting the teachers. So I would just like to play a short video where I actually want to show you that how it is how it has helped teachers.
I'm not a tech savvy, but now yes,
I'm just sharing with the sound. Yes.
3 hours to complete it, and at the end I was like shouting that I got something. That was so good. I had an awesome class, and believe it or not, today I was just discussing over it because I have shared my website to all my colleagues, and few of the colleagues have approached me saying that they want their child to get connected with me to learn coding. And secondly, it was 2 of my students of my school. They said, "Ma'am, we are waiting to learn coding from you." And lastly, my school approached me saying that as you are learning coding, so we can always introduce that in our school, and that is the biggest achievement. And thanks to you, ma'am.
Sonal ma'am, really I want to thank you by bottom of my heart. Actually, I am not from any computer background or computer teacher, nothing. I am a primary teacher. Proudly, I can say just I know only the phonics. After this 5 weeks, last week, 2 weeks before the MIT, I just gave a mock interview for my pre-primary, not for the coding or not for computer teacher. I said, "Ma'am, I'll go for computer teacher. Still 5th standard, I can teach coding, Scratch and MIT." I don't know how I got a confident. How I don't know. Suddenly, I told actually the teacher, the principal coordinator asked me some question. What is Scratch? And it was basic question. I said, and she told that we'll go for a mock interview. That confidence which I got, everything is from you.
I was looking for some word.
Yes, right.
And the speaking is the something less, and the teaching part is more. Like it can be conveyed to any language.
Amazing feedback.
That kind of course I was looking for. So I came to know about the Scratch. Then I did some Google search and all. Then I got the Facebook ad about the upEducators. Somebody contacted me, so I'm really happy today, so that I can teach and can learn it to the so many students. So that is I am so confident today.
Yes, so this is all about the program. And 1 second. Yeah, so now I hope I hope you all had an amazing session, as I said, as I promised you all. Right? It has given you a lot of insights. Right, I'm sure it has done that, but still I would like to know from you, from just on the chat window, if you could, if you have any questions, of course, you can put it on the chat window, your experience on this session, right? I would just really love to read that and to know that, right? And if any questions are there over, even that is most welcome. So quickly on the chat window over to you all. You can unmute yourself. I think that's also fine. We are not. Yeah, we can, you all can unmute yourself if you have any questions. Supriya ma'am is saying nice session. Okay, Veda ma'am. It was
Ma'am, I have a doubt. You have connected this to the phone, no, for scanning. But in case when we are teaching students, how is it possible then? Is there any other way?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. So if you're teaching in the school, if you're teaching in the class, we also have another way of connecting, that is an emulator. Okay, so in MIT, we also have another way of connecting where the outcome is going to be seen on the computer only, right, ma'am? So, so that is one way of doing it, like emulator, because you're going to teach in the lab, right, classroom, the computer lab. So, वहाँ पे computers होंगे, तो हम emulator से we can show the outcome to the children. So that's how we do, right? And if you're doing, of course, apart from that,
can we download this, or is it available online only?
No, it's there as a part of MIT. So of course I couldn't show you right now because it takes a little time. उसके लिए initial setup 10 to 15 minutes. So to set up the emulator, basically emulator क्या होता है कि virtual screen आ जाता है मोबाइल का, and जो भी आपने code लिखा, it functions. It's a functional app. You can see on the mobile and on the laptop. So yes, we can do that, ma'am. We will
Okay, thank
we'll show you like in the class. Okay, yes. Okay, one more question about the weekend batch. I'm not very sure. Okay, I am aware about the alternate days. You can ask these kind of things. Maybe the coordinator can help you out. But we have like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. That are the days.
Yeah, fees of the course would be?
Ma'am, that also I think I'm not the right person, but you can connect to the team and they will be actually guiding you. So you can, they'll be contacting you. So that I think that will help.
What about the timing, ma'am?
Okay, 1 second. I'll just quickly run a poll to know who is interested. So, it will be easy for us to contact those people. So who would like to know more about this course? So we can contact you all, and your questions on the fees part or, the days and timings, I think they will be guiding you. Just anything, explanation was superb. Abhilasha ma'am, thank you so much. I'm glad you all liked it. Everyone, thank you so much. Very informative and helpful, Komal ma'am. Yes, that's what I wanted to. My whole idea of today's session is to guide you all in like how important it is, right? And definitely, it will lay the fundamental. I say it will not be an advanced training, definitely, but trust me, like at least Scratch I'm covering in advance because that's a tool, that's an application which is very widely used in most of the schools, right? And especially it's an introductory program, तो वो तो पक्का अगर आप लोग को आता है तो ये बहुत help करेगा. Sanjeev sir, yes, I'll take up your question. Sanjeev sir, you can unmute yourself and ask me. Right, so advanced training, obviously, it will be in the next. It will be covered in the next level. But yes, as I said, we'll be doing Scratch, MIT, Code.org that we're going to do web designing. So ये सारा एक base हो जाएगा means आप लोग के लिए. Okay, so I think all of you have said 100% wants to know more about this course. So definitely our team will be coordinating, contacting you. Yes, Sanjeev sir, you can unmute yourself, I guess. You can unmute yourself and ask me. Kindly share the details. Charanjit sir, the details will be provided to you by the team.
Ma'am, I wanted to know whether this course would be a basic course or it would be an advanced course, or is it a beginner course? So wanted to have a clarification on this.
Yeah, so it will not be very much, I would not say it's an advanced course, but beginner to intermediate, right? Because we are going to be having teachers who are very we're very new. So we cannot go directly to the intermediate level. I'll start from the scratch, like the beginner level of projects, but I am making it sure that it's still the intermediate, at least you're not doing very, very basic, but you're able to do, as I said, we'll be able to create some good applications with most of the features of the tool, the application that we are going to learn. So I would say beginner to intermediate.
Okay, by doing this course, like would be able to teach the students from what level? I mean, till what grade we can teach? If we do this course, till what level we can teach the students? I mean, till what grade?
So ma'am, what I would say is at least मतलब आप beginner level के सारे students को कर सकते हो. Second thing ma'am क्या होगा ना कि when you have this knowledge, exploring a little bit more advanced part will not be an issue. It will be a cakewalk because आपको fundamental strong हो गया है. So it will totally depend on how you practice. See, I would not directly because it will also depend on the educators. आप कितना time spend कर रहे हो, right? But at least आपका 6th, 7th standard is, I'm saying in a broader perspective. If you're going, but giving more time, you can go ahead, but you can do it. You can manage till that. So provided you all practice. Okay, that's very important. Yes, so we are making sure we have the graded assignments in place. We have practice assignments. So, that will also help you. Yes, others, yes, I hope it's answered, ma'am. And we can have the next question. Sanjeev, sir, can you please unmute you? Just you have to unmute yourself and ask me.
Hello.
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
ये आपका फिर से वापस सुना जा सकता है because I am busy with the patients, so I can't listen to your whole session. Sorry.
Yes, sir. So we will be sharing the recording. So I think the recording is the option. आपको recording मिल जाएगा group पे, तो आप सुन सकते हो, ना? ठीक है sir? Sir, आपने इतना, you've taken out time today also. It's very important, and it's really good to have you. And of course, right now it's not possible to cover up anything, but you can see the recording. You all will be receiving the recording of the same session today in the group. Yes. So yes, one of our, that will be taken care of. Any other questions? I think one of other teacher was had also raised the question. Raised the hand. Anybody else? Are we good to end the session? If not, okay, I don't see any other questions. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for being such a wonderful students, I would say, for and attendees, participants, right? And Abhilasha ma'am, special thanks to you for keeping your camera on. Yeah, because you were the person who I can, see, and I was like, I feel so. It really feels good when you see the audience, when you're taking a session. So thank you so much, and have a lovely day, all of you. Enjoy your day. Yes, thank you. Bye
Thank
bye.
you.